Good afternoon, YouTube viewers and subscribers. So, about a week or so ago, I did something I have not done in many years, which is I actually bought an engine from a current retailer and I paid retail price for it. Why I did this, I have no idea, but I did, and it wasn't all that expensive, so I'm not really that upset about it. But it was from a manufacturer, and I really hesitate to say manufacturer. I'll more use the word a retailer that's currently still in existence, and from an engine manufacturer that I have never ever bought a brand new engine from in my life. In fact, I've only had very few of them to begin with for various reasons. So to save you any more suspense, this is what I bought. I actually bought a new in-box K&B Mikoa, I'll say, 18 RC engine with muffler. Now, this is going to be my first impression of this. I've yet to even open this box. It just arrived, and I know nothing, very little about this particular engine. In fact, about the only things I do know about it is that it dates back to at least 2007. I thought that it was a much newer engine than that, but looking at, as I always do with all these engines, I do some research to try and find out as much information about them as I can. The oldest date I found with a reference to this engine was 2007. I thought they were a lot newer engine than that, but I don't know. I also read some stuff that leads me to believe that this is really just kind of like a clone of some other car manufacturer engine. I think it was a Toki or something like that. I don't know. And I also read that people said this engine's a dog, yada yada, whatever. You read all kinds of things, and I don't really care about that. But this is what I got. You know, quick fold and flip box with a sticker on it. So right out of the chute here, I'm seriously unimpressed with the marketing and packaging of this engine, because I mean, this basically looks like a garage operation, which basically is what I think Mikoa is anyway. So I don't really have a whole lot of good things to say about Mikoa at this point. I've had a few dealings with the fellow that runs it, and he's a dick, and that's about all I can say about that. So let's look inside this box for the first time and see what I get here. So I get some instructions. Set of instructions here. It's like basically just a paper copy here, stapled together poorly. Really not all that impressed so far, but maybe this is just a sign of the times. Like I said, I don't buy new engines from retailers very often. In fact, I think this is probably the first time I've done it in 15-20 years. Because the glow engine, used market for glow engines, new old stock, new in box, used, whatever, is so vast. Why? That's why I'm asking myself now, why did I do this? But I did, and here it is. So I get a little sheet of K&B stickers. Okay. Let's see what else we got in here. I think we might actually have an engine. Here's an engine, exhaust. And I think that's it. Okay, so let's get to the guts of this thing, since the box is so unimpressive. Now we need to zoom in a bit here so we can take a little closer look at this thing. So here's our engine and exhaust. Looks like the exhaust is actually in a sealed bag, which is cool. The exhaust looks like a pretty decent quality exhaust here. Mold might be a little old, based on what the print looks like on it. But here's the engine. It says K&B on this side. Looks like incorporates an air bleed carb, which is okay, with a throttle stop screw. That's always a good thing. I like throttle stop screws. And let's see here, on this side of the engine, nothing else is printed on it. So if you just handed this engine to me, I would have no idea what the displacement is, because it doesn't say the displacement anywhere on this engine. It is theoretically an ABC engine, so I shouldn't do this, even though I just did. I'm just trying to figure out what is this little hole in the prop thing for. I don't really understand that. It feels kind of, it's really got kind of a loosey-goosey fit here. This, ooh, wow, crankshaft, nut are extremely small. Okay, so it's just got a couple of little flats on there. No end play. Carb moves freely. I mean, it's a brand new engine, it should be fine. It's just this fitment is something that I don't like. It just seems like there's just a lot of slop in that for my liking, but whatever, it is what it is. It's a K&B engine. I shouldn't have expected anything more, I guess. So this is the engine. Not sure when I'm going to run this thing. It may end up just going right back in this box and sitting until I'm completely dried up with nothing else to run or shoot videos of, because quite honestly I'm really kicking myself for even ordering this thing at this point, because it really looks, the casting quality is okay, I guess. I mean, I don't know, whatever. It's just, I'm not impressed right now, put it that way. Let's see if maybe running it might impress me. Maybe it'll sound cool, I don't know, but we'll see. The good news is, though, on top of that, that I went and I bought a whole bunch of props for smaller size engines. I got a 7.5, 7.6 wide, 7.6, 9.4, 8.4, 8.5, 8.6. So I got a bunch of props for some of these smaller engines that I've got on hand now. And of course, you know, they'll be helpful for this engine. I'm sure this engine will use one of those sizes anyway. So, I don't know. This has been kind of a quick look at this K&B 18 Aero engine, they call it. The only other thing that came with it here in the box, outside of that box, was standard Mikoa advertising thing here that shows a whole bunch of cool engines from the past that are no longer made. Like, we all need to be reminded of that. And that's about it. So anyway, that has been a quick look at the first retail engine that I purchased in recent memory. And at this point I'm really kind of wishing I hadn't, but what's done is done. Next we'll see how it runs at some point.